Good evening and welcome to the season finale of Tier 3's Scientist Reverse Grid League. Tonight we start our racing at Vietnam, and as the drivers are setting up, putting on their setup, selecting their tyres, I'll be back in 30 seconds when we start the formation lap. So we've got GT Fanatic starting in pole, CDM second, Sebastian third, Icicle fourth, Butler fifth, Daddy Pig Jr. sixth, Mitch seventh, Jimmy O eighth, Hosty ninth, Mel's the Wizard 10th, Epic 11th, King Eskimo 12th, DB Coupe 13th, and Senko 14th. We have a couple of drivers like the likes of Psychopath who will be joining us for race 2. And all the drivers look to get sufficient tyre temperature on this formation lap. It's even more critical for the likes of GT Fanatic starting on the medium tyres. So as GT Fanatic brings us round the formation lap, let's have a quick look at the tyres everyone is starting on. It's an array of mediums and softs, so this will keep the start of the race strategy wise really interesting. As the 5 lights are about to go out. Race 1 of the season finale. And away we go. GT Fanatic looks like he's had a decent start, but wow, CDM has had an absolute rocket of a start. He's taken the lead. Oh, the first corner looks like it's very difficult for everyone to get through. Managed it alright. Not sure, there's a bit of contact I think back there as the two McLarens are running second and third. GT Fanatic losing position at the start to CDM, who is charging away with a 1.2 second lead as Miles the Wizard is trying to pull a move around Butler. Very difficult part of the track, and as that happens we've got Mitch. Oh, good overtake there from Mitch and BRC. A bit of front wing flying away from the Ferrari. That's gonna not make his race any easier. Miles the Wizard. And I think that's what that was GT Fanatic who made a little bit of contact with the wall. Butler taking it cautiously with the two Haas drivers looking to pull a move. Not sure if either Jimmy or Ice have got a bit of front wing damage. And it looks like got damage. Oh, sorry, Mitch has got, Butler's got damage, and he's falling down the field. Let's see if he's going to power straight into the pits, or if it was just him getting out of shape, and it looks like it was just him getting a bit out of shape. Not looks like he's got any front wing damage, and as a start of lap 2, CDM has already pulled a 4.9 second lead. Mitch, who was finished second in the championship, has been contesting for the championship all season, already in second place. As we see the Haas drivers there pulling and moving. We've got Miles the Wizard, who's gotten past the second McLaren of GT Fanatic. We've got the two McLarens going side by side into the chicane. Behind them we've got the two Hasses. There are no team orders here or anything of that sort. It's be judged against your teammates, and they are racing their teammates hard. And as I look further back, there's a little bit of a train here. Hopefully looking to join the back of that train. You're going to be able to pull this overtake off on DB Cooper, as DB Cooper breaks really there. Is he able to go for the switchback of dreams? He's taken two drivers there. Well done, Jimmy. Oh, taking his teammate and the Red Bull there in one fell swoop. Oh, and that's the McLaren GT Fanatic into the wall. Goes into that. It's allowed the two Haas drivers to push and get past. Oh, he's got no front wing. Nothing whatsoever. No, they're like Hosties being cautious behind him, not wanting to. He's losing a ton of time behind him, but. And as I say that, everyone heads into the pits because there is a full course safety car. Oop, let me make sure it's the full map, not the mini map. There we go. And a few cars have gone into the pits. Our leader CDM hasn't. Pulling a massive lead from the next driver, Butler, who is yet to go into the pits. 12 seconds, so is this going to be a good decision? For me, rule of thumb, it's pits under any form of... Oh, and it wasn't a full-blown safety car, it was a VSC, so those drivers in the pits there, looks like they're just about not going to be losing too much time, so let's see how that works out for the likes of Mitch, Hosty, Miles the Wizard, DB Coupe, if they're able to utilise the time gained in pitting under the VSC. So on board in this final sector, it's dangerous, but when you nail it, it's a dream. It's beautiful. It isn't Maggots and Beckett's, it isn't the S's from Suzuka, but it is really cool, especially in these modern Formula 1 cars. As King Eskimo heads into the pits. That for strategy, I don't think it's for damage. So as he heads out, we've got the Ferrari and the Mercedes there, and Mitch is using a bit of overtake, gets it through, nicely breaks into the first corner, going all the way around this long horseshoe bend. I absolutely hate this corner. It's just not made for a Formula 1 car, I think. And yeah, nice clean smooth overtake there from Mitch, and so I think he is the leading driver. Yes, Mitch is the leading driver who is pitted under the VSC. So let's keep an eye on him later on this race and see where he comes out. He's 12 seconds behind Icicle, the two Haas drivers there, as Jimmy has just pulled a move on Butler, and that is putting him into second place, and he is also on the medium tyres. So a couple of medium runners here. What is CDM running tyre wise? So CDM's on the soft, so yep, he's pulled out a good lead. The guys that he's gonna be chasing him are on the medium tyres. Hosty, I can see, is on the hard tyres, so not sure how suitable they are going to be. And it's only 0.5% up, but let's just wait and see. And on board here with King Eskimo, who as yet he locks up a little bit, going all elite settings tonight. Yeah, that means no racing line, no ABS, as you're seeing him lock up every so often. What a trooper, and let's see if he's able to get some points tonight. Colin running in 10th place and doing a solid job as it stands. Let's come back to the front, just seeing on board with Butler, seeing if he can take that position back from Jimmy. Oh, he is in the DRS. He isn't using the ERS, so playing it tactical right now, and closes in, and the gap is around 7/8 tenths of a second. Important for him as he's got a little bit of gap from Icicle, who's a further 2.6 seconds behind Butler, and then that leading pack is the pack who have yet to have pitted. Front four, Mitch has already looked to have gained a second on Icicle. Since I've last noticed, the gap went down from 12 seconds to 11 seconds. Mel's the Wizard currently running in second place in this second pack that pitted under the sake of the VSC, with Hosty, who is hunting him down on the hard tyres. Guessing he chose the hard tyres because of the really early pit stop and wanting to be having at least decent tyres at the end of the stint and the end of the race. As Hosty closes up on Mel's the Wizard, they go through this really difficult horseshoe bend that you're almost doing a full 180, and the DRS, is he able to make an impression on the straight? Don't think so. He's going to look to try to get a good exit from the chicane. Now around this almost 360 degree roundabout, exit onto this 1.5 kilometer straight. What a shot there. So Hosty's definitely within slipstream on board, utilizing the overtake ERS. He's got the DRS flap open, this overtake. Oh, but Mel's brakes really late. Is he able to carry the speed using a bit of extra room, extra track? And that's not enough, as Hosty's made his way through, and he's there using a little bit of extra track there, but that's all good. Makes his way past Mercer now, and we see our leader CDM and Icicle both pit, so P1 and P4 pitted. We've got Mitch, who is now, yep, looks like Mitch is still in behind CDM, and it's 7 seconds, so CDM's done what looks to be a really good job, since the guys behind him, the likes of Mitch, have pitted and benefit from the pit stop under the VSC. You see an overtake by Epic on King Eskimo. Not King Eskimo, just outside of the points, but he's going to be in the DRS. He's able to make Pressure back. This shot is the best shot of the game, I've realised. The two straights running parallel there. So at the halfway point, drivers seem to have spaced out a fair bit. And as I say that, we've got both Butler and Jimmy O going to serve their mandatory pit stop and change of compound. Mitch has gone through, he's still in second. Icicle, he's just gone through with Toasty also just behind him. So let's see where this brings. So Butler's just snuck in behind Icicle where he was, just in front of Hosty, who is on the charge on those harder tyres. Got Butler here on the softs after the majority of the drivers have completed, everyone has completed their pit stop other than, yep, everyone has. Tyre strategy. So we've got soft tyres for Butler, soft tyres for Jimmy. They are on the aggressive alternate strategy. Senko is also on the soft tyres. Hosty and GT Fanatic are the only drivers on the hards, and the front three are on the mediums. And in terms from the intervals themselves, it's this battle here between Icicle, Butler and Hosty, with the likes of Jimmy O and Senko wanting to join this train. So this is where the real battle is. So we've got a pit stop there, pit stop from Senko. I thought he had pitted, may have had damage, not sure. But we've got Butler now all over the gearbox of Icicle. And that is an overtake by Jimmy O on Hosty, making use of that, the two-step softer compounds. This looks like it's going to be a oh! Butler just decided to go around. I think a side that was just a door that was always going to be closing, but gets him on the switchback, makes use of the traction from the softer rubber. So as one Haas is overtaken, we've got another one on the charge in Jimmy O, who is now on the back of his Haas teammate. Are we going to get Grosjean and Magnussen battling hard, or are we going to get some team orders here? And Icicle sees that Jimmy O's on the faster compound. As Butler is trying his best to pull out of the DRS window. Pull the gap to 6/10 there. So Hosty's tailing this train right now, just on those harder tyres. Like he's struggling to keep up with these boys here on the softer compound. The much faster tyres. Is there going to be an overtake? Well, I suppose red light is flashing. But stuck in a DRS train. Oh, what traction! What traction there from Jimmy. Oh, I'm not sure if that was teamwork there. Look, if it was, that was seamless. Minimal time loss for both drivers there. And there is a safety car of some sort. Yep, it's a full-blown safety car, and we have drivers deciding to pit. We've got Butler is pitting, Hostie's pitting, Iceball's pitting, all of the guys who've been running the harder compound, all heading to pits. They're like CDM, Mitch, Jimmy, who were on the alternate strategy, choosing not to pit. So that's Senko going through. He recently pitted. This is gonna really mix it up now. Everyone was really spaced out. Now half the drivers have pitted for fresh rubber, half have stayed out because they're on the faster rubber or recently pitted. I don't know. Safety car is not going to be out for anything longer than 2 laps because we're going to need to get at least a racing lap in. So yeah, as everyone is just looking to catch up with the safety car, I'll be back in about 30 seconds. So the safety car is in this lap. As I said, we need at least one full racing lap. So CDM, who is the only driver in the pack on the medium tyres, becomes our safety car as he is waiting for the safety car to get into the pit lane, and it'll be safe for him to let it rip. Safety car is in the pit lane as he exits the penultimate corner, and we have green flag racing. 2 laps to go, penultimate race, first race of this season finale, and we have got an overtake, a couple of overtakes there. Mitch has put an overtake on Mose the Wizard, and I think Hostie's just overtaken Butler as well. So, oh, we see some front wing there. I think that's one of the asses. Yet that is Icicle, who's struggling. Red light is flashing there. Senko out of nowhere pulls a great overtake and into the podium positions. CDM looking to run away from the rest of the pack on those harder tyres, but this train down here as the cars tearing through the streets of Vietnam. Longest straight in Formula 1. Formula 1 hasn't actually seen it as Icicle covers the inside lane from Hostie. Hostie makes the move around the outside. There's a little lock up. Oh, that's some good driving. That's a great overtake there from Hostie. Oh, champion for this season, showing us what he's been showing us all season there. We've got Mitch. Oh, he's pulled a great overtake, forced Icicle into a mistake, and he is through. Oh, Mitch is following Hostie through this final section, these final few laps. That's CDM, who, yeah, I said, didn't pit on those worn mediums. It's able just to keep the gap from Jimmy O as Hostie puts the overtake on the inside on Senko, and yep, he has made that overtake and is into P3. Oh, that was some solid driving there, and Senko able to make him pay for that overtake. We've got one big. Oh, we got a DRS straight there, but Mitch looks like he's got the switch back. Oh, that is a great bit of driving there from Mitch. And on this lap, everyone is just dumping all their DRS, or all their ERS, sorry. Oops. Senko's able to make it, and he's pulled the overtake back. Is he able to get it stopped? Yes, he is. Senko making up that position back on Mitch. That's some good racing there. Mose the Wizard, and we've got a McLaren of Butler in the wall. That's unfortunate for him. And just going on board, currently our leader and soon to be race winner, CDM. He's defended well in this final couple laps from Jimmy O and the likes of Hostie, as we've got CDM wins the race, Jimmy O second, Hostie in third, Senko in a good fourth place, Mitch fifth, Icicle 6th, GT Fanatic 7th, DB Coupe 8th, Epics in 9th, Daddy Pig Jr. crosses the line in 10th, but with the penalty gets demoted to 11th, with Butler finishing in 10th place. Our driver today goes to Senko, starting last today, to have finished in, what was that, I think P4. Great evening's racing from him. As big congrats to CDM. Great race from him. It was ballsy, not pitting under the safety car and staying out on those worn mediums. Great strategy and drive as well from Jimmy O, and third place to Hostie, our champion this season, showing us, as I said, what he's been showing us all season. That was a drama-filled race, clean in terms of lack of penalties and Here are the final classifications. So yeah, our second race tonight is Bahrain. I'll be back on commentary in 5 minutes while we set up race 2. But yeah, please stay with the stream as this is where we will continue. Cheers. Welcome to race 2 and the season finale of Tier 3 of Scientists' Reverse Grid League. We've just had a really exciting race at Vietnam that CDM just won. Jimmy O came second and Hosted came third. With of course the reverse grid format, those 3 drivers are starting to the back end of the grid. Bahrain is a track that you can overtake and does promote a lot of good battling, so good way to end the season here. Been some really good battles all season, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, who is able to take victory, and yeah, bring on some amazing wheel-to-wheel battles. With about 10 seconds left to go with the drivers to get their strategies in order and setups. We head into the formation lap, and before the start of the final race. So we've got King Eskimo, who is leading the pack away on the formation as all the drivers look to get the right sort of temperature into their tyres. Let's have a look and see the strategy that most drivers have gone for. So yeah, majority of drivers are on the soft tyres. There is a big delta between the softs and medium. I think there is 2 steps between them, so effectively the mediums are the mediums and the softs are the old super softs. I think they're the C1s and C4s, or sorry, C5s and C3s. So there is a big delta, so it is interesting to see Hosty and Jimmy have gone the other way. They want to be faster at the end of the race, and as the pack are assembling back onto the grid and the drivers in their starting positions ahead of the start of this race. Let's see what's gonna go down. Get the 5 lights and away we go. Oh, we've got a great start there from Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig Jr. has been able to have a good start. Really congested there. I see a McLaren slightly sideways there. Looks like everyone has managed to get through relatively unscathed. Got DB Coupe just managed to pull an overtake through on Butler, and then we've got GT Fanatic and Mitch, who's just managed to get through on King Eskimo at the start of the race, and both himself and Epic have lost a number of positions. But yep, still in very solid places right now as Hosty Senko battling through probably the most difficult corner in Formula 1. This double right as we see Hosty go really deep, having to correct himself and get back into the pack. Good overtake there from Mitch, putting the move on GT Fanatic. Epic and King Eskimo fighting through, and some good solid clean racing there. The 2 racing points look like they're on a charge. Hosty's now all over the gearbox of and the Ferrari of CDM, our race winner at Vietnam. He's making up a position there on his teammate as Hosty's just made a move on King Eskimo. So the 2 racing points are running a line astern as CDM also makes that position on that straight. King Eskimo keeping it clean at drivers left, right, centre. As I said, he's on elite settings. Tonight, no racing line, no ABS, no TC. So it's a good job that he's keeping it even on the straight and narrow as DB Coupe sees Daddy Pig making a mistake. Sees him making a mistake in that very difficult double left hand corner. Come back to them in a little bit. As we've got the 2 racing points battling hard, Hosty, Epic, but Epic has managed to get the acceleration on, and Hosty's on the inside. Oh, that's some good close wheel-to-wheel battle in there. Epic and Hosty, the 2 racing points and the 2 Ferraris. It's Noah's Ark. They go 2 by 2. As Hosty's got the acceleration there on his teammate, and yeah, that looks, yeah, that's a overtake without DRS, so that's a really good move there from Hosty. Looking further up the field, we've got the Ferrari of Senko's looking to make a move on Epic. Oh, there's a bit of wing damage there. Senko, CDM's just lurking there, and Epic on the curb loses traction and loses a position there to both of the Ferraris. So hard battling there. Oh, DB Coupe slowly is pulling in Daddy Pig for the race lead. Daddy Pig goes a bit wide there, it's a little bit twitchy on the rear end. Oh, as Daddy Pig's rear lights are flashing, so signaling that he is low on ERS. And with that being said, we've got a safety car. That is why we've just seen a really sharp break. And did we get any damage there for DB Coupe? Nope, doesn't appear to be. And we've got a bunch of drivers all going into the pits. It's absolute mayhem in the pits. Everyone's trying to get in there as quickly as possible after we've seen the safety car being brought out. So more than half the field has gone into the pits, and it's Epic who has retired from the race. I think he might have lost it earlier on. 4 laps in, pack will be brought back together with the safety car. And in terms of tyres, so from Mitch onwards, everyone is pitted on tyre strategy. Yep, the medium tyres. we've got Hosties on the soft tyre, so they're gonna struggle to make it to the end. He's gonna wanna hope the safety car stays up for as long as possible. Yep, and as all the drivers are slowly catching a safety car, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So, Daddy Pig, DB Coupe, Jimmy O, Butler, CDMJW, all having pitted a lap later. Really lost out. Mitch is now our new race leader. It's almost a reset now. Majority of the drivers are on the medium tyres. With the likes of Hosty, Jimmy L, Mel's the Wizard, who on the softs. High degradation on this track, so keep a keen eye on those drivers and see how they are able to react and make those tyres last to the end of the race. Safety car lights are still on. Oh, and as they say that, they go out and signals the safety car is in this lap. Mitch is just slowing the pack down as he gets to choose when it's time to go, and in his mind at that precise moment it was, and it's green flag racing. Senko looks to have had an amazing start, but wasn't able to capitalize and make the overtake on. And I saw, and Daddy Pig, I think, may have had some form of an incident. Not sure there, but as stay on board with this pack, Senko, GT Fanatic, and the really quick Hosty who's on the soft tyres. Senko is keen to make an overtake and get this move across, and there's a safety car, another safety car. I'm not sure if that was for the earlier incident. Yeah, we've got Icicle and Daddy Pig Jr. who've now retired from the race. Not sure if anything to do with them would have triggered the safety car. But this is happy days for the likes of Hosty, Jimmy O, Miles the Wizard on the soft tyres, as it'll give them a couple laps grace from the high loads they would be experiencing on regular racing laps. So as the safety car circulates again for another lap, hopefully this is the last lap under the safety car conditions that we'll have this race and this season. But it's always funny how the safety car always stays out for one lap too long. Yep, so the safety car's lights have gone off, signalling we are about to go racing, as Miles the Wizard gets a 5-second penalty for hitting Hosty under the safety car. All the cars are in a close little bunch, just trying to get as close as possible to the car ahead, and Mitch has decided to go, and as we cross the start finish line we are green and racing. Good overtake there from Hosty on Butler on those soft tyres. We've got Hosty's looking to pull another move. Oh, on those soft tyres. Yeah, they're almost about 1.1 seconds, 1.2 seconds a lap quicker than the medium tyres. So he's wanting to definitely make an impression early into this race as possible, as Jimmy O makes up a position. On Sebastian and has got Senko in his sight. As Sebastian gets a little bit out of shape, that allows CDMJW to get through. But let's see. Hosty putting in the fastest lap of the race. He pulls past Jimmy O as Jimmy O is looking to fight around the outside of turn 1, but is not able to make that stick. He is hunting down the pack now with 4 laps to go now. Pulls a clean move on Senko, who he's now chasing down GT Fanatic and Mitch, who are both on the medium tyres as Hosty puts into the fastest first sector of the race. But he has got a penalty, so let's have a little look at penalties and where we are at with penalties. 8 seconds, 6 seconds. So it's Jimmy O is looking to try to get past Senko. Senko really had to get off the power mid-corner there, made contact on that curve that will just spin you off. Wow. And GT Fanatic is fighting the overtake. Who has got DRS? It's Hosty. As I say that, we've got Jimmy O on the inside of Senko. Rise the curve. Senko is on the... Oh, he's fought that well, Senko. Well done there. That was some really good racing, really good defending. Jimmy O gave him room and respectful racing there. That was really good to see. There's the gap now between Mitch, our race leader, and Hosty in P2. 9/10 of a second. It's just crept up to over a second. These two have been battling all season, and none different here at the season finale at Bahrain. The Mercedes of Mitch, the Racing Point of Hosty. You can see where this goes as, yep, Hosty's gaining a 10th every corner. He is on a softer tyre, so yeah, he is able to utilise that softer rubber. As he goes for the overtake, Mitch fights it. He's on the outside. Let's see, this is almost like it was Hamilton Rosberg 2016. Mitch is trying to go for the cutback, but Hosty just parks his car at the apex and off he goes with 2 laps to go. Plus this one. GT Fanatic holding on to a strong 3rd place. Looking to keep Senko behind, and Senko looks to dive in at the double left, sorry. Senko looks to have got the traction, the DRS, and pulls the overtake. Not sure how happy GT will be, but that was hopefully he did not get any damage there and able to fight back as DB Coupe gets a 3-second penalty. GT Fanatics definitely got some of the overtake there as Senko's red light is flashing, giving him all the onus to just get on the power and get that DRS and see that he's weak, he's vulnerable. I'm on board. Oh, he's the overspeed. 100 meter point brakes. Senko's trying to fight it right on the inside. And GT Fanatic, great overtake. He's got the DRS to assist in there, and Senko just sends it back in. GT Fanatic and Senko is just forcing it in. GT Fanatic forces him onto the curb. Oh my god, what the hell was that? What on earth was that? We saw everything one of that. Senko just absolutely took out GT Fanatic. That is not going to be tolerated here. That will be dealt with later on this after this race. Going back on with the leaders. We've got Mitch, who is 2.2 tenths behind Hosty, who's got a penalty. Is he able to keep within? I think the 5 seconds that Hosty would have had would have been from someone hitting him under a safety car, so he's able to stay within that 3 seconds. Not sure. Jimmy O is being hunted down by DB Coupe. DB Coupe is not using the ERS. Looks like he's going to be just waiting for the final straight in the final part of this lap, and Jimmy's gone really wide. He's gone defensive, defending thin air. He wants to keep this third place, he wants to keep this podium at the season finale, but DB Coupe wants to take it away from him. DB Coupe is still not able to get close enough to be able to make some form of an attack. And as we return, we've got Hosties just slowly pulling that gap. 3.1 seconds now. And our champion of this season's Tier 3 Scientists vs Grid League wins the final race, and Mitch is now taking the position back from him with no penalties, so that's Mitch in first, Hosty second, CDM jumps both DB Coupe and Jimmy O to get a surprise third place. It's been a great final racing weekend for CDMJW, a win and a third place. Sebastian coming in 6th, Butler in 7th, King Eskimo in 8th, and Mel's the Wizard as he crosses the line in 9th. So congratulations to Mitch today for winning the race. Great drive from him, gone through the field. It's another good weekend's racing from Mitch GK hosting second, and CDM with again another strong result in third place. Well, penalties really ruined it for DB Coupe and also for Jimmy Earl, who were, I thought, fighting for the final podium positions. Sebastian comes in 6th, Butler 7th, King Eskimo in 8th. Good the fact that he was able to not get any penalties and pick up some points with, I said, the all elite settings. Mel's the Wizard in 9th, and he was our final driver to have completed a race. But that's it. Season's done. Tier 3's done. We've got a break up until I believe the next race back will be on the 14th of March. Yeah, I think first week. So we got a couple of weeks rest for the drivers. We're got a few things planned. So I look forward to seeing you all in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you all for joining us this season for the Tier 3 racing. It's been a pleasure hosting and commentating on most of the races, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on the 14th of March at 8:30. See you guys then. Take care. Bye bye.